What is up, everybody? Welcome to Cat and Beats, and welcome to another episode where we're going to be mixing and mastering in the box with Fabfilter plugins. And we have got this song right now. It sounds like this. And currently, we are going to be mixing the Harmonics bus. Everything else is already kind of mixed. And to be honest, the first time I heard the Harmonics, I was thinking to myself, damn, that sounds nice. Because it's already like, it really fits in the vibe of the track. So, by the way, another little thing, if you want to support this channel, please go over to patreon.com/catandbeats. And then you can also download this file there when I'm done with it. And from there, mix with the series and, and basically teach yourself as well. And have a good look in this file too, because it's a good time. Yeah, it will be great to see you there. Okay, let's get started with the Harmonics. I think my main issue right now is... which is in my right speaker, and I kind of want I think that would be cool. So let's go figure everything out. It's still a little bit of a mess. There's lots of stuff going on, which is not so bad, but just want to see where everything is. Okay, so that needs to go somewhere else. I'm gonna just put all the leads together and kind of have it's a bit of a mess. Kind of have a little bit of an overview. So this is a lead, and it sits in this group, but it's not doing anything there. So we're going to take this lead out. And there's another lead. That's like a lead subgroup in the lead synth group. So many groups. Let's go over there. There we go. And let's just... Okay, so this lead has an auto filter on it. Okay. Let's group these things together and call this together. We're going to call this the lead. Okay. Perfect. Now, let's make sure that that all makes sense together. What is all this? Okay, I'm not going to put that in Harmonics because it's a little bit low. Look at the amount of processing. Whew. Gonna turn it off for a second. So what I've noticed now, if we take the stabs out, is that there's no warmth. Everything's really cut. So I kind of want to uncut and put things back in. So let's just first start out with this bell lead and start deleting some things that we don't need, like the utility, this doubler. Oh, actually, let's try it out. The doubler with and without. There's a doubler and an imager. So yeah, not really making a difference, so there's no point to it. A bit of warmth. This thing's actually not doing anything, so it needs to clip right there before we get some color. So we're going to delete that. Transient shaper. And then we have this. Let's just turn this off. Okay, that's not really pushing into anything either, so we're going to delete that too. All right, and then the sends are actually working quite well. Perfect. Let's go over to this bell. And first and foremost, start out with doing an auto pan. So it goes ba ba ba, because I know that the artist, which is still making a, he's still coming out. That sounds so wrong. He doesn't have the official name yet, but he really likes Pritz. So I kind of want to really focus on that. And with him, what he does, the Pritz guys, everything's really monocentric. So I kind of want to use panning a lot, auto panning, in comparison to just steady straight panning. Okay, and then I want ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. That's actually really cool. So you have one middle, that's cool. Okay, I got that, that's nice. Let's try the shape a little bit tighter. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Okay, we're gonna keep that. Then, but let's just also have a listen to it without the sends for a second. Yeah, so if you want to see how those sends were set up, just check out the previous videos. That is sexy. Ooh, getting chills down my spine. Let's now go with the Fabfilter and EQ this a little bit so that we have some love in it. And try to get out a little bit of that low. A little bit of this, because it's quite cut already. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to put Saturn on it first to bump in low. And then after that, we're going to EQ it to see if we can get some more low out of it. So it opens up with warm tape out of nowhere. Let's push this. There we go. I don't want that. Okay, let's drive it. Just going to turn this off for a second because that's going to get the noise. Okay, a little bit of warmth. Let's just compress it as well, see what it does. Okay, let's see if there's any type of preset where we can just get a little bit more oomph out of it. All around, crisp, lo-fi, and broken, best of, drums, effects, guitar. I need lows. Somebody's probably screaming at their computer, it's that one! Yeah, I know, but I don't know yet, because this is the first time I'm using all the stuff, and that's kind of the power of it. Fat tape compression. That's probably what we... Ooh, what is all this at the bottom? Okay, more bass. Okay, so I guess there's a whole modulation slot that I've never even seen before. That's going to be absolutely awesome. The mix, let's go 100% wet. Can I go wetter with this? The only thing I'm getting is louder. I need a bass I need a bass amp pretty much. Oh, gotta. Magic mastering, more exciting, fat tape. That's already we got. Synth bass clipper. It's gonna sound like shit. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go the good old fashioned way. Give it a little bit of warm tape or warm tube. Okay, there's bass being added. Okay, well, at least we have something there to play with. Let's bump that. And let's cut it at the same time. All right. A little bit muddy down there, but at the same time, I want it muddy and I want it like analog-y as possible. So let's turn this back on. Okay, a little bit of top, a little bit of thingy. Okay, I think sounds good. Then there was an overall bouncy thing on here as well, which is called a sidechain. Let's see what that sounds like. I think I broke something. I kind of want to not have the boots and cats. I think this is already panned by itself. See that? It looks a little bit right heavy. I'm just gonna pan a little bit beforehand. Because otherwise the auto pan thing doesn't work. Yay. Okay, cool. And then I want to do an effects reverb, which is already sending into it. I want to send into C on the last note with a little bit of automation. Da-da-da, bah, bah, like that. Okay, it did it there. Brr. It's nice. It can be louder. Yeah, but for now, let's just keep it. Might come back to that later, just to give it a little bit more love to it. I'm not really feeling it 100% just yet. Okay, then we have two leads here that are kind of bouncing with the track. Let's just turn this stuff off for a second. And bouncing with the track means that this is a lead that's percussive. Why is there two pitches here? Yeah, okay. Sorry, unnecessary processing kind of is like my gripe, so then I go, okay, so we have the pluck lead. Okay, I like the sound of this a lot. Now, there's an effect rack with Echo Boy and Crystallizer, but there's nothing really in the field of Fabfilter that can do granular synthesis like the Crystallizer does. So that's why I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, so we got an LFO tool there, but let's keep it Ableton friendly just in case people don't have LFO tool. Do the Boots and Cats thing. I turn off the utility. Let's turn that off. I'm not really sure about how I feel about this yet. I think this one is like a little bit over the top with the amount of reverb that's just continuing on it. Wow, there's all this stuff. A lot of layers. That's fine. So what I'll do is Boots and Cats this one a little bit heavier. And getting stuck here. Good. Let's do something here. I'm not really feeling that. Let's pitch this one to -20, so that'll be 20 left, and let's do that. So a little bit of stereo information there, not too far off. I think that'll be fine. And let's give an overall Boots and Cats to the whole group instead. And I'm gonna fix the... I'm not really sure if I like this. I think this bell lead can be a lot wetter. So what I'll do is get the Fabfilter and then the Pro R. Yep, and push this one into space so that it's da da da, and it really has quite a lot of space, and it just goes on. Let's make it nice and bright. Cool. Decay rate, stereo width. Let's just go wide. Nice and like out of outer space. You know what I mean? Perfect. Okay. Now let's mix that in. A little bit less. And let's send that last one to this timeless. What is this thing doing? I think I did something here by accident. I feel like my left ear is losing hearing. Let's send that weird effect delay, because it's kind of an effect delay instead. Effects delay. Let's send that da 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 to it. Man, that's that sound like an insane person. Let's send that in there. Just go bam. Yeah, nice. Perfect. Perfect. I want to go louder on this thing. Dry. Wait, oh god. Wet level loud. Perfect. Only thing that I'm noticing about this thing is that it's extremely mono, and just going like and taking a mono channel in it. So what I'll do is just quickly image that out with. Would I go put? I'm not gonna do that with Fabfilter. I'll just do it as an imager because it's free, and then for the patrons that do download this file, they'll be able to mess with it. Okay, I think it's cool. We have that like little left-right thing going on. I might mess with this thing just to get it a little bit more focused in the middle, that it doesn't, or it goes right and then left, instead of going like right and then it just kind of goes like, bye, see you later. You know what I mean? It just feels kind of wrong. That's okay. But this timeless from Fabfilter is for me, we're just kind of weirded out together. Oh, I think this is probably it. So this is the left pan. Yeah, I have to mess with this until I get it right. I guess that I've no clue. We'll see. But anyway, I think overall it sounds pretty good. Let's keep going. have that thing going on here. I'm just going to turn off the automation of this for a second. That's not really doing much of anything. So I'll just turn it off for a second, and I'll turn it on later again. Let's give this thing a whole smack of volume because it's... I can't really see anything. There we go. And then let's start messing with it again. It's already in a reverb, but let's just see. Wow. So it's a drone that's mono. Is there a reason for that? There must be... I don't know why that is. Why would it be mono? Okay, let's respect the mono decision, but let's just auto pan this one, and we'll do this the other way around. Check this out, bam, and invert, bam, and then 1/2, and then shape down, and then it will go ba 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 or ba ba ba, whatever it is, and then this thing will go the other way around. And let's also send it into Oblitherine because it's a pad, so we can get the reverb from it. And then we'll put that in a little bit of a stereo width down, decay rate like this, and then bam, and pop that up, bam, and then it should be good. And let's give a little bit of side chaining, maybe. We could do some mid-side chain. Let's just do this. Let's just see what that sounds like. And I think I'm going to take another auto pan because I kind of want this to go 1/16. So we're going to turn the phase off and then put this up. I think that'll be good, right? Just a little bit of movement there. Let's maybe put that in stereo, like a tremolo effect, like a 1/8 tremolo. Are we going too far? Okay, I think it's okay. Let's do the other synths. There's more synth. There's never enough synths, obviously. There's a Vox hit. Okay, let's pop that in over here and have a little listen to what that sounds like. Probably. Turn off the sends. Again, mono. It's already mono, so there's no need to make it more mid. Then there's a delay. There's already a delay in it. And then there's the good old sidechain there with an internal sidechain too. Interesting. There's also that thing on there. So let's just take that and take this and just fade it for a second. I guess two different things. That's cool. Fade that for a second. And let's just also fade in a little bit as well. For fuck's sake. I kind of didn't want that. Okay, next one. Okay, so this needs stereo. Why is it in mono? There must be a reason why this is in mono. Let's just have a listen to why this possibly could be in mono. Because we also have a main vocal. I feel that this oh and ooh can be a little bit more stereo. Sounds weird, but I think, and I'm not really the type of guy that just slaps reverbs on everything, but I think it might actually work. Sorry, I'm just not that guy, so like that's why I'm a little bit like. I think this is also one of the reasons why I love working with one plugin company, because then you kind of, you start redeciding and rethinking things. Let's push that out. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Okay, so and then we'll put the if you in the middle, and then this will be on the side. So this will be like a background vocal. This should actually be in the vocal group. Anyway, let's just finish this off. Okay, so overall, I think we need to have one bit of compression on this thing, and I'm not really feeling the leads yet. They're just not really working for me, like rhythmically speaking. So I'm thinking of maybe compressing this with the drum room. So popping the lead subgroup, which is a percussive dup 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 dup, and putting it in there, so it kind of goes like that in here. Yeah, that's the current thought process. I think overall we're definitely heading into the right direction. Next week we will have the harmonics completely finished, and we'll start adding in the vox and adding in the stabs and making sure that this whole little loop here plays back perfectly. And then we're going to work backwards to make sure that every single little piece of this track starts fitting together, and we're going to start deleting things, and it's going to be lovely. All right. Thanks for watching. If you made it all this way, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Click a little like button too. Go over to Patreon, because then you can support this channel, and it would be lovely to have you over there. There I also analyze your mixes and other tracks and reverse engineer sounds if you need those. It's a good time, so go check that out. And that's it. Much love. Take care. Peace out. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.